Hello everybody and welcome back. Today, November 14th, 2017 is the 6th anniversary of Interstellar Orchard. That's right, 6 years ago today I hit publish on the first round of blog posts to appear on the website. And it is also the 2-month anniversary of this YouTube channel. Yay! Today I'm releasing a pretty serious blog post on my website called For Love of the Challenge. And I thought maybe I should talk a little bit about that on the video here too, even though I haven't really gotten the reaction on the YouTube channel that I've gotten on the website. Okay, let me explain. When I announced that I was going to switch over to a teardrop, I got quite a bit of resistance from people who told me that full-time teardropping was not really a thing, that it would be a mistake to try to live full-time in a teardrop, and that I should not sell my casita because a casita is such a wonderful RV to full-time in. Man, this is harder to do than I thought it would. Perhaps I should just read the blog post, huh? Maybe this will be really horrible, I don't know. If you guys don't like it, let me know and I'll come up with other solutions for videos. But okay, here we go. For love of the challenge. Okay, I think I found a better way to explain it. Some people had trouble understanding my meaning when I mentioned in an earlier post that my decision to downsize to a teardrop was an emotional one as well as one of logic, stating that logic should always prevail when making a big decision, and surprised that I would hint otherwise when usually I'm on here preaching about properly researching full-timing before taking the plunge. Heck, I wrote a book on a logical approach to full-timing. I've had to delete comments from this blog and emails from people who told me that I was making a horrible mistake, that teardrops aren't for full-timing, and that I shouldn't sell the casita, etc., etc. So let's try again. Anyone who's been following IO for a while knows that I am a planner, that I think things through, and that I'm not prone to flights of fancy. Yes, living in a teardrop will present a lot of challenges and hardships that most people would not want to face. It won't be fun not having access to my full kitchen in bad weather. It'll get annoying not being able to stand up inside. I know this. And that's part of the appeal to me. I love pushing my personal boundaries on what is possible. I wanted a teardrop because it'll be cheaper on gas, because I'll still have home separate from vehicle, because I'll be able to get to more remote boondocking sites, and because maintenance will be easier. But also because I'll get intense satisfaction from seeing if I can do it. And that drive to test what I'm capable of is not really a logical thing. It's an emotional thing. Certainly, a good chunk of the population doesn't have it, but I suspect that all full-time RVers do to some degree, and I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that I probably have it stronger than most. 6 years ago today, I launched Interstellar Orchard not knowing for sure that quitting my job and going full-time in RVing was going to work or not. I did what research I could, and there was a lot less info available back then, part of the reason why I decided to blog about my process. But there was most definitely an emotional leap of faith required. There are negatives to full-timing in a casita, but I felt a strong need to try, and so I did. I can't say why this particular challenge, teardrop living, was the right one for this time in my life, as I mentioned in that earlier post. Why do some people feel so driven to dream big, to keep striving to accomplish new goals, when others settle for what they have? I don't know. This is just who I am. I feel a strong need to try, and so I will. Maybe this is who you are too. And so I spent yesterday trying very hard to get these words on paper, to make it all make sense. To help other people like me who can't settle for what the rest of the world, whether the regular world or the RVing one, finds proper, safe, and rational. At some point in the last 6 years, picking a casita to full-time in became rather normal. I know a lot of people now who full-time in one, and even more who part-time in one. But it wasn't always like that. I have to wonder if some of the resistance I'm getting to the teardrop decision is because it's rare to find people living in them, fear of the unknown, and all that. If I decided to downsize to a van, would more people understand as #vanlife has become so popular among people of my generation? But think on this. The first people who started living out of vans got a lot of ridicule, I bet. before enough pioneers felt driven to try it and paved the way for the rest. Today, it no longer seems ridiculous to go full-time RVing in a casita, partly because 6 years ago, people like me were brave enough to give it a try. Perhaps I'm paving the way for a new movement. #Teardrop life. So, trust me, I may not have every single detail worked out, and you never will when you take on a challenge like full-timing. But I do know my own heart, and I know that this is what I need to do right now. Really, compared to the initial challenge of going from apartment living with a career to full-time RVing as a work camper, this will be a small-time challenge. Pun intended. In any event, I'm very much looking forward to sharing this adventure with you all, and I hope this clears up any lingering confusion you might have. And that's the post. I am still mooch stalking in my friend's driveway, so the view out the window is going to be the same view that you saw in my last video. So thank you for watching. I hope that you like this little experiment of mine. Safe travels and happy trails.